Hey guys, today I can't believe I didn't do this earlier, but I'm doing it now. Please forgive me for how late it's been. But we are going to do the Amazing Spider-Man review, movie review, I should say. And before we get started, if you're wondering where I'm at, I'm actually in my downstairs. This is my video recording set, I should say. It's just real peaceful down here, and it's the sporting, trophy collecting, gym, and laundry place. So, but it's real peaceful down here, so that's why I do my videos down here. So, okay, here we go. Let's get started. The Amazing Spider-Man is supposed to be the movie about the untold story of Peter Parker, about what happened to his parents, getting to know your parents. You don't hear crap about them. I mean, you know a lot more about them than we knew then, but we didn't know exactly why, the movie was like it is, Beginning of the movie, you see little Peter, he's like 5, 6 years old, 4, I don't know, I can't remember. But, and he's playing hide and go seek with his dad. And he goes into his office, he sees a hole in the window, and like somebody threw a rock through it or shot a bullet through it, something like that. He hollers out, and his dad doesn't really say anything. He just gets all these papers, and they get to the lock, they go into the car. But from what I have heard, they're supposed to be spies. And so they get Peter, they bring in Aunt May and Uncle Ben. And Uncle Ben's really cool. He's Charlie Sheen's dad. And Aunt May is Sally Field, who played Frog in Smokey and the Bandit. If you haven't watched that movie, it's the funniest movie I've ever saw. You need to go check that out. Smokey and the Bandit. And and Peter Parker grows up. He's the nerd at high school. But you notice him. He's not wearing any glasses, and people are like, okay, this is, because, this movie wasn't really highly anticipated. They, thought that the Tobey Maguire series, they thought, the Tobey Maguire series was going to be the best. They hit it right with Spider-Man. Well, when I'm done with this, this is my, definitely, this is better than a Tobey Maguire film. But the first Spider-Man will always be my favorite because I was like 4 years old when I seen it, and it was amazing. It was one of the best times I had in my little childhood, so it has a special memory in my heart. But anyway, he made back to the Amazing Spider-Man. Peter Parker is getting bullied on. He gets beat up by Flash. He's beat up by him. And Gwen Stacy is sitting there. She said, you know who you are. You don't know my name. I know your name. You know your name. But Peter Parker, maybe he had a concussion. Which was a good idea. And Peter kind of had a little crush on her. And so when Peter goes to Oscorp, he finds his way in before we get there to about Oscorp, Peter finds this bag. It says, RP on it for Richard Parker, and Uncle Ben's like, I forgot all about that. That was your dad. He finds these glasses, so Peter takes his contacts out and puts the glasses on. Now he's the Peter Parker we're all familiar with because he's got the glasses. So, and he's going through all this stuff about Oscorp and everything. He finds this picture, Dr. Connors. He's good friends with Peter's dad. So he goes to Oscorp. He's trying to meet Dr. Connors, but he can't. So he kind of sneaks in. He changes his name, and it's kind of funny how that happens. But if you watch the movie, or if you already watched it, you know what I'm talking about. So Gwen's working there, and Dr. Connors is asking a real difficult question. He's like, anybody know? And Peter says it. And everybody kind of moves away like that, making room for him. And Gwen kind of looks at him like, he's following me. And she thought that Peter came for her, but he didn't. She's like, are you following me? He's like, no, I'm not following you. I'm here because I love science. Science is my passion. Yeah, now he's Peter Parker. He loves science. And so Peter goes into this room. It's spiders. It's got all kinds of spiders in it. And they let the spiders like out of their cages and stuff. There's some kind of special kind of spiders, that Oscorp's made and stuff. And they're following Peter's like that, real scared, and he tries to brush him off, and he leaves. and Gwen's talking, and she's like, "You need to leave now." Peter's like, "Okay." He hands her his tag and his ID thing, and then it was real weird though. The spider bit him on the back of the neck, not on the hand, anywhere on the hand, like we've been used to. So that was real weird. It basically pulls a web out of him. And you're thinking this is very weird. This is a little different. It's like a comic book Peter Parker Spider-Man. But, it kind of got the way he got bit by the spider a little different. So he's trying now. Gwen asks him. He realizes he's got all these spider capabilities. He's picking off webs. Getting all the spider reflexes. He's got real good reflexes. He doesn't know. So that's kind of like the comic books we see. He's got all these powers. And he's doing them, but he doesn't know how he's doing it, but he loves it. And Gwen says, "Why don't you come to my apartment, And Peter's like, okay. And then he tries to practice. He's big time on the skateboard thing. He's using all his Spider-Man capabilities. Let me check my phone. And everything. And, let's get by this fast. So he tries to put on a good show, and, he turns into Spider-Man, and then he starts. Uncle Ben got shot, okay, and Peter's trying to find his killer, and Peter's trying to find his killer, and Peter goes in this alleyway. He sees a guy that kind of looks like him. He starts beating him up. I mean, just hammering him, and then he gets like his game. They all start chasing him and stuff. And what I said about Gwen back there, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. Anyway, back to where I was. I'm not quite sure that's how it went, but that's where I can remember. So anyway, he's doing all this Spider-Man capabilities, and the guy's like, "I saw your face. I know who you are. I'll find you." Peter's like, this is where I need to get a mask. He sees this poster, so, it looks like a Spider-Man mask, and, he makes one. Then he makes these web shooters. He's like, well, I can't have spider capabilities without webs. He makes his web shooters. And then later on, he's sitting in criminals and everything. And then he becomes Spider-Man. Then Dr. Carter's is trying to grow another arm. He puts it in there. He gets a new arm. Then he turns into the Lizard. And then he starts beating up everything. Spider-Man trying to save the day. Spider-Man does save the day. Captain Stacy dies. He realizes that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. He sees that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. And, and he promised Peter to never, to keep my daughter out. Just promised me that. Peter, he didn't give him an answer. He just looked at him like, I don't know, I love your daughter, but I want to keep your promise, and I don't. So then he dies, and Peter doesn't go to his funeral. She's like, he made you promise, didn't you, not to see me? And Peter didn't say anything. Then he went into class, sat behind Gwen, said, don't keep promises you can't keep. And Gwen just got a big smile. So yeah, they're back together. And the game, on the other hand, I see something about the game. It's really like the second movie of the Amazing Spider-Man. A little bit different. I don't know. It's not. It's a little. It's pretty much it. The Lizard's in it. Dr. Connors is in the asylum. But at the end of the movie, we see this guy in Connors' cell, and it's supposed to be the next villain. The options are it's Scorpion, Green Goblin, and Vulture, I believe. And I believe it's either Green Goblin or Vulture. I'm pretty sure it'd be Green Goblin because that is Spider-Man's big nemesis. And they got it introduced him later on. So here real shortly. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment what you thought about the movie and, everything. And, like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I'll be back with more.